So welcome and good afternoon everyone to our second annual, from now on, an embassy tradition of starting the holiday season together, both as the Christian community and the Jewish community, to celebrate a very special time of the year. Hallie and I are so pleased that all of you and your families could join us tonight to kick off this holiday together with our embassy family, with our Estonian friends and colleagues, and our neighbors right here in Tallinn, along with members of the religious communities in this city. A very special thanks and welcome to the students and the faculty of the International School of Estonia and to the Tallinn Jewish School as they lend their beautiful voices to our event this evening. I thank you all, even though it's not quite as cold as last year, for braving an increasingly quickly dark December evening to celebrate with us. We brought the cookies, the hot drinks, and by special request by one of our American fellow citizens, we added eggnog this year. So for those of you amongst the Estonian community who have never had eggnog, try it. You might just like it. There is something magical about the holiday season. Throughout the world, communities and families decorate trees, light menorahs, and ring in the new year. Santa Claus made his 2011 debut in the Thanksgiving City Parade in New York last Thursday, marking the beginning of the American holiday season. Later this evening in Washington, D.C., President Obama will light the national Christmas tree on the White House lawn. As every president has done since 1923, every president has done this before him. On December 20th, the president will also light the national menorah as the American Jewish community celebrates the first night of Hanukkah. And ultimately on December 31st, the revelers in New York Times Square will count down the final seconds of 2011 in one joyful voice. It is truly a magical time of the year, full of hope and full of promise. Last year, we had the great fortune to be able to light the first candle on the menorah during our holiday celebration. This year, the first night of Hanukkah falls on December 20th, so tonight we will not light the menorah, but we are most happy and most grateful to Rabbi Kot and to the leaders of the Tallinn Jewish community for being here tonight and for sharing the beautiful menorah you see here that the rabbi brought from the synagogue. We are very, very grateful for this display. Hanukkah brings a special message of hope and freedom to the holidays as we celebrate what is called the miracle of the oil. Over 2,000 years ago, so the history is told, the Jewish Maccabees revolted against Syrian oppression and desecration of the sacred temple. After a fierce military triumph, the Maccabees entered the temple to rededicate it, and in order to do so, they had to keep the menorah lit all night, every night, but they found that all of the purified oil had been profaned, except for one unopened container, only enough for one night. That one container lasted 8 nights, time enough to press and sanctify more oil so that the Jews could fulfill their religious duties. The miracle commemorated by Hanukkah is not simply about sacred oil, however, but also about the struggle for religious freedom. This is a story that should touch communities around the world. In a moment, we will light the Christmas trees, but for now I have the pleasure of inviting all of us to listen to the choir from the Tallinn Jewish School to share with us 2 songs in celebration of this holiday season. And we'll turn it over to the choir.